Oh, wait. One more thing before we get to the podcast. In this podcast, The Crypto Bully, any co-host and his guests do not give financial or investment advice and encourage you to do your own research on all topics mentioned. Do not invest into this market what you can't afford to lose. I bet I know what you're thinking. Is this really Morgan Freeman? Well, unfortunately not. But Lyndon thought it would be a good idea to use such a soothing voice for the legal mumbo-jumbo to smooth things over. Now, let's do it.
Now entering the Bitcoin Podcast Network.
Play ball! Batting for the Bullpen Podcast, number 9, the Crypto Bully. Wow! He makes it look so easy. And that ball has left the stadium.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome everybody to a bonus episode of the Bullpen Podcast powered by ECC. I'm your host, as usual, the Crypto Bully, and today I wanted to create some special content for everybody, so I have an awesome co-host in the building. He goes by the name of Bob Marley. He's a really great friend. Nah, I'm just playing, y'all. Nah, this is one of my best friends, man. I've known him since high school. He goes by the name of Dennis, aka DJsNeverEndingStory. He's host of his own podcast, Crypto Until Infinity, and I mean, this dude does some amazing stuff. He does a lot of music. Dude, introduce yourself. I'm not gonna keep telling people who you are. Tell people who you are.
Cool, man. Appreciate it, man. DJ's Never Ending Story. I'm also the host of the Crypto Until Infinity podcast on the Bitcoin Podcast Network. Music producer, audio engineer. Some of my credits include various artists on Universal and RCA, which I won't shout out because I hate the music industry. That's one reason why I got into blockchain, just to step away from the music industry, just so we can talk about different things that the blockchain music platforms are doing to revolutionize the music industry and also give more power back to the artists. So that's what my podcast is about. Also, I do my little spiel on different cryptocurrency news, but catch me there. Crypto Until Infinity. You know what it is. This is already the Bitcoin Podcast Network, so you know.
Yeah, so we are friendlies here. We are on the same network.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Had to link up for an awesome episode. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this episode for two reasons. One, it's with one of my best friends. And we're going to say some really ignorant shit. Let me not say ignorant. Let me say funny shit. Yeah, I feel like that fits better. We're going to say some funny shit. And we get to talk about how fucked up Bitcoin prices are right now and everybody's panicking.
Right.
Which is going to be some funny shit. So, we can just get right into it. So, all right. So obviously, right, everybody's fucking freaking out. Everybody's seeing Bitcoin take its fucking plummet. Since 20,000, people have really been freaking out, but even more recently because in the last week, oh my God, dude, how much of a dip have we taken?
Bro, hold up. I'm on TradingView right now. Let me pull out the ruler. I'm starting at November 11th, and I'm going down to the end of the wick of today, which is 32%. Actually 33%, because it's really 32.99%. So 33%, bro.
That's insane.
Like,
that's insane. Like it's funny. That's insane. Obviously, because of the volatility is fucking nuts. But that makes me feel so warm inside.
like it's almost over. Almost.
Right? Like I'm so happy, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I'm so happy to see this, to see the price of Bitcoin drop this low, man. It was like, it's so funny, man. When you really get into this and you really study this, and for everybody who doesn't know, this guy right here, DJ, he is the one that got me into crypto.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes,
so when, he told me the seriousness of it, and when I really got into it and started doing the technical analysis of it, market analysis and all of that shit, it's like once you know that, it's almost like you see things differently,
Right.
and you really kind of start to see what's going on with the market. So I remember at 21,000, or 20,000, everybody's like, "Oh my God, yes, keep going up," and I'm over here like, "No, fuck that, like,
Right.
no, go backwards."
You know, the crazy thing is, like, people that are unfamiliar with platforms like Coinigy, TradingView, where they can actually see market movements. I mean, you could just look at it, especially like January 2017. You could just tell, like, you got candles pointing straight up for like days and days, or actually weeks, and like it's unsustainable. It's unsustainable, man. Like,
yeah, it's like it's crazy because it's like people, like, literally, like the shit that I hear people say, like people were really at 20,000 or near 20,000 being like, "Oh yeah, no, Bitcoin's not gonna go down. It's gonna keep going up." And I'm like, does that not fucking scare you?
I mean, you got vets. Yeah, that's how you can tell, man. Like, it's like being in crypto for a long amount of time doesn't necessarily mean you're a good trader, because you got somebody like Charlie Shrim. Somebody just retweeted one of his tweets from like May of this year. He was like, "This is the last time you're going to see Bitcoin under 10,000." I'm like, this tweet aged well. Or I'm sorry,
bro,
like, dude, like, who else, man? I'm not gonna. I don't want to seem like I'm hating on people, so I really don't want to just. But still, it's just like it's a difference between it's a difference between somebody who's a trader and somebody who really just knows more about the coding aspects of crypto and everything else like that. But
dude, that's real though. Like, I was going through the cryptocurrency Reddit page, dude, the subreddit, and this dude, he completely puts this other guy on blast, dude. It was the funniest shit ever. He was like, "Yo, does anybody know where the guy was who said Bitcoin would never go down below $5,000 because he was wrong?" And he betted this other guy $1,000, and dude, I was dying laughing. But dude, you should have seen the original post. Dude was like, "Oh, you guys just don't realize, crypto's been around for a while now. We're not going back through this, and you'll never see 5,000 again." And then it just plummets. Right. And then you got all of these new posts. People like, "Yo, where you at? Hey, you gonna pay the dude? Hey, you want $1,000?" It's like the funniest shit ever. But it's like, it is people, man. It's like people form such a bias in their mind. They almost don't even realize it. And I'm like you can't. I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand how people don't consider all things: fundamental analysis, technical analysis, market sentiment. To me, I feel like if you don't consider one of those things, then you're leaving out a potentially huge ass piece of the puzzle. So it's like, how the fuck do you even form an opinion on anything? Right. I mean, I could just wake up in the morning and be like, "Yo, real talk, Bitcoin is never going to hit $2,000. And I'll be wrong as shit.
You know what? Speaking of that, bro, that was a real sentiment like early last year. So I remember when one of the big ETFs got denied back in, what was that, maybe February or March of last year, 2017. And so around that time, that was the first time Bitcoin, well, not the first time, because Bitcoin did get above $1,000, like way back in 2013 or 14 from that bubble.
Yep.
But that was the first time where I think we had just breached the all-time high again. Like, we were, like, it was my first time seeing Bitcoin over $1,000. And, right. People like Vinny Lingham, they were real popular. He was the Bitcoin Oracle. That was his nickname at the time. And it was a real sentiment like, "Oh my gosh, will we reach $2,000 by the end of 2017? And because like it was just so hard for us to get above 1,000, after so many years. Yeah. So, it's crazy that we end up like obviously busting way through $2,000 up to damn near 20,000. It was just like, what the,
like, what the fuck?
I mean, and honestly, man, for people that don't know, like, when you got market cycles this aggressive, like, a bear market like this is due. Like, and honestly,
real talk.
And honestly, this shit can last well into, next year. Like, well into next year, you know what I'm saying? Before we even reach the all-time high again, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, and that's true. And shout out to you again, because you were the person who pointed out Asim Rez to me. Obviously, this guy is a fucking phenomenal technical analyst, and I love this dude because he such an unbiased approach to it. He takes his emotion and his personal opinion completely out of it, and he just does the analysis.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like that concept is so easy to say, but it seems so difficult for people to actually implement. And I feel like he does it so well. So, me and you, he has his own Patreon. I'm telling everybody, like, if you don't know who Asim Reyes is, I'm gonna drop his stuff in the comments. I'm telling you, this dude is on point. He knows his shit, and he does his technical analysis, and he doesn't only use one form. I know he specializes mainly in Elliott wave analysis, but he uses all different types of methods based on what's going on with the market and things like that to validate whatever conclusion he comes to based on the work that he does. And this dude is just on point. And I remember back on September 1st, man, I know you remember when he dropped that chart and he basically said that there was, looking at the chart, basically, it's like over the course of the years coming up, it's like, yo, could you imagine if Bitcoin trended all the way down to $169 by 2020? Like, bro, people would lose their shit. But it's like, now obviously, right, there's a lot, you can't call something like that this early. You have to, pay attention to things over time and see where the market takes you. But the thing is that what he did, which a lot of people haven't been doing or haven't done lately, that I've seen at least on Twitter or other people, is that he zoomed out literally from inception all the way up until at that point, August of this year, and he did a full wave count. And anybody that follows Elliott wave analysis, he says himself, bear markets often end inside of the fourth wave of a lower degree, that being between the price point of about $1,100 and about $170. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's fucking,
that's why I like him too, man. Especially like I said before, as aggressive as this market is, because it's easy. It'll be easy in a week to make returns that you wouldn't even see in the stock market for a year. So that prevents a lot of people from essentially zooming out, like you said. A lot of people tend to pay attention to the 4-hour time frames, when it comes to trading, which, I mean, if you're investing in, if you got investments in the traditional markets, I mean, unless you're a day trader, you're not even paying attention to, 4-hour movements, 4-hour increments. So, a lot of traders in crypto get caught up in that. And Rez, he takes his time to zoom out, using Elliott wave principles or whatnot, which is another thing a lot of people are skeptical about. But I mean, for the most part, he's been essentially right every time. I mean,
yeah, damn, like, I think legitly since I've been following him, I think I've only seen his charts not add up maybe 2 or 3 times, bro. But that's because, like I say, he's so fucking, you can tell from his poise, the way he talks, the way he speaks, the way he says, he literally sits down for hours and he does multiple charts, and then based on many factors within whatever time frame he's in, and he even does charts within different time frames, which is another thing, is that he sees, okay, what do I feel is the most likely outcome based on the criteria that's happening right now? And that's the thing that makes a difference, right? And at the end of the day, he's giving like, okay, this is what I believe, will happen based on, the data that I gathered. But that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. That still does not mean he's going to be 100% right all the time. It's like technical analysis is a tool used to help guide you in the right direction. It is not like, oh yeah, this is exactly what the market's going to do. Because if it did that, every fucking body in the world would use technical analysis and everybody would be rich and a market wouldn't exist, because everybody can't be right all the time.
Exactly.
The whole market is based on people being right and being wrong. So, and that's the thing about it. So that's why I have a lot of respect for him. That's why I consistently follow him, maybe like 2 or 3 other people that I really pay attention to what they say, because they're not full of shit. Right. But I mean, it goes back to that. Like, you gotta zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. We're gonna take it back to nursery rhymes. When in doubt.
Another thing too, when it comes to trying to time the markets, I know, especially like right now, how Bitcoin is taking a big dip. Everybody is. Well, not everybody. A lot of people are using this opportunity to try to catch a falling knife. But I did a podcast a couple weeks back talking about doll bar studies, and basically these are studies about how essentially investors who hold, and this isn't just talking about crypto, this is just any market, investors that actually hold are actually more successful than people that trade. I know it's like a number, I don't know if it's somewhere between 90 and 99%, like real talk, of how, most traders actually lose money. Like, and this is professionals. And, and like I said, when you see a lot of these movements in crypto, you want to try to take advantage of them. And, most of the time you fucking up. You fucking up because you just never know. It's a lot of black swan events. I know recently, as actually today, man, the Bakkt exchange, I know they just got delayed. I know they're seeking more approval from different regulators. So, that was going to be an event, I guess people would assume, to pump the market up again, because you had companies like Microsoft and Starbucks backing Bakkt, BAKKT. But since they got delayed, for the most part, the crypto markets are still on a decline. But honestly, I don't feel like that would have been enough to really be a catalyst to make us start a new bull trend, or at least end the bear market. Like, I think this market still needs some more time to cool off, man. This market needs some more time to mature. This market needs more time for accurate definitions, especially like with the ICOs right now. The SEC and the SEC and the CFTC, they're really cracking down on a lot of these Ethereum tokens that have popped up over the past year or so. Matter of fact, the SEC just shut down, was it Ether Delta, I think? Yeah. A very popular decentralized exchange. So they're coming. They're building their base, and I think they're doing it because I guess one is fairly easy. A lot of these little exchanges, they're not the powerhouses. They don't have the same type of backing as these large entities. So it's kind of easier to take them down. But I think as the SEC and the CFTC takes more of these exchanges and platforms and tokens away, it'll build a better case when they start to take out the bigger fish, Which I kind of wonder, like, what the hell is going to happen with Ethereum,
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, because it's like, all right, you have the SEC and all of them cracking down on ICOs, and obviously, the amount of ICOs that fucking happen on the Ethereum blockchain, ERC20 tokens, bro, like that's gonna affect it. Like, it's definitely gonna affect it, but. It's kind of one of those things, man. Like, we've heard, right? We hear a lot, or at least I hear a lot more now about, equity tokens, and about basically almost taking a different format so they don't necessarily run into the same problems or issues as they have with ICOs and things like that. So I think that's going to be a huge thing. Security tokens and stuff like that. To me, it only makes sense. Like, it really does only make sense, because it's like at the end of the day, who the fuck really wants to go up against the SEC? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody. Whether you're based in the fucking US or not, SEC is generally somebody you don't want to fuck with.
Right.
So, and for them, honestly, during the bear market is the perfect time for them to scrape shit up and dig and figure out kind of what's really going on in the road they want to take to quote unquote regulate, or whatever in the case, to the cryptocurrency landscape. So, it's like people are really going to have to take in consideration, like, okay, if we're going to do a token sale, what are we going to do? Like, what are we really going to do? Because now I feel like people are starting to realize this is a real concern. Like, this is something that I actually literally need to take seriously, or I could end up legally fucked.
Yeah.
And I've seen that from a lot of different projects that I've just engaged with. And that being one of the first things that they get on, the first thing they want to do is get a lawyer and then either classify themselves as security so they know they're fine, or distinctly make sure they're not a security so they don't have to deal with the bullshit that comes with it.
Well, another thing too, like the ICOs, if they actually want to fully go through, adequate regulation to become a security to be defined as a security. Now that'll give the market some more legitimacy. That'll give more consumer confidence. But at the same time, I kind of wonder whatever type of route of funding that they will want, because accredited investors, they're going to get priority on, or not really priority, they're going to get the ability to be able to take advantage of this market before the average consumer, the average retail investor. So I kind of think that securities, although it'll bring more confidence to this market, it'll probably cut out like the average retail investor at first, based on the type of regulation that's set forth. So basically, I know accredited investor, I think it's different according state by state or whatever. I know where I live at, I think you need somewhere around about 300,000 year over year of income, or at least $1 million in assets. And so who the hell has that? Like the average person just walking on the street. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
like, bro, we all trying to get there. Like that's the goal. So yeah. And it is going to be interesting to see the shit that takes place. Like, okay, if security tokens start being a thing, what the fuck is that going to do to the average person that wants to buy Bitcoin? Or the average person that wants to buy cryptocurrency, period. Because it's like, what are you really going to do? What can you really do? What will you have the option to invest in?
So I'm thinking about, my bad, not to cut you off. I'm thinking about a company like Uber or something. Like, eventually, it's going to be open to the average retail investor, but just that initial seed money, that A rounds where people are really making the good money, those are that is what's going to be available to the accredited investor. Like the real, so it's by the time the retail investor gets involved, it'll be slowed down. The company's probably got all the funding that they need, and now you're just playing a greater fool game. Like, the average retail investor is probably making like a couple % a year or something. So they're not going to be seeing like the type of gains that we're used to in the cryptocurrency market, or the type of gains you will see in like an A round of like, Uber or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. So everybody become an accredited investor as fast as fucking possible. That's pretty much is what it sounded like.
Hey man, the crypto market in 2017, we probably mentored a bunch of accredited investors, man. A lot of people I used to follow on Twitter, man. It was just exciting seeing them become millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Even people I know personally, man. So it was
that's true.
It was 2017 was a good year if you played the game right.
Yo, that was I remember that. That was a crazy fucking summer, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what? Dude. Dude, that shit was nasty, man. That was absolutely insane. Like, and that was like around when I really, obviously I got into it in serious around March. Of 2017, but like really got serious. But I was just like, yo, what the like? Why am I seeing coins and tokens that are like, oh yeah, in like 4 months you've like 10,000x? Like, what the fuck?
I know, bro. Like, I know
what's happening. Like this, this shit seems fake. Like, there's no way this is happening for real. And then the amount of, I can only imagine. Two things that interest me when it comes to that summer. I wonder how many people became millionaires, and then how many people became broke right now.
Oh man, I just think about taxes, bro. Like, say they made $1 million before December 31st, and they kind of just held out, as this decline we've been having, man, and they just lost the majority of it. They would still have to pay taxes on that $1 million, man, even if they lost in this bear market, man. Ooh, yeah.
That's horrible. Yeah. That's
how it works.
Oh,
and a lot of that's another thing too, man. A lot of people didn't know. So Tether, popular stable coin. A lot of people were thinking, okay, I'm not gonna get taxed if I go into Tether. I'll get taxed if I just go into fiat. Say like you're on Coinbase, you cash out. Right. You actually see the $ sign now sitting on your account. A lot of people think they only got taxed that way. No.
Negative.
Crypto to crypto transactions are taxable.
Yes.
Tether is considered a cryptocurrency. This USDC is considered a cryptocurrency, even though it's new. Like the new one with Gemini, these are all cryptocurrencies. You go from Bitcoin to Litecoin, that's taxable. Like you can't avoid it, and that's what got a lot of people, man.
Yo, whoa, my
What's
bad.
up?
Not to cut you off,
What's up,
bro? Right now, now on Coinbase Pro, Bitcoin and USD pair trade price is sitting right above $4,000.
Oh shit,
$4,050, dog.
Let me go to TradingView. I think I just closed it. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh, I don't even see that wick anymore. It's a full candle now. Oh shit. Hold up. Let me go to the 2 hour view. Oh shit.
That's crazy. Yeah, on CoinMarketCap, it has the average price sitting at 4,300.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm looking at TradingView, man, and it's sitting. Well, right now it's at 4,097. But yeah, I saw that dip. It said it went as low as 4,035.
Yep. Damn.
Yeah.
That's man. See, look. To everybody listening to this podcast, please learn technical analysis, learn fundamental analysis, and learn market sentiment. Learn all of them. They each have fucking value.
I say this though, even if you don't take the time to learn that, or while you're taking the time to learn that, learn how to use stop loss. If anything, set it at your break even. Set your stop loss at the same. If anything, just set it at the same place you bought in at. That way you don't lose any money. If anything,
you just lose this shitload. Yeah, if you don't do nothing else, if you be like, yo, fuck technical analysis, that don't work. Well, set a fucking stop. Yeah, at the minimum, set a stop loss, because I can guarantee you, technical analysis, learning technical analysis is going to be a lot better than losing all your motherfucking money. I tell you that. And I'm like, yo, that's like basic trading, knowledge. Like that's rule number one. Like, don't go into a trade without a plan.
Yeah.
And part of your plan is an exit strategy. So if you're entering something trading wise and you don't have an exit strategy, you are pretty much setting yourself up to get fucked.
I would say get familiar with Investopedia. They really help me out in terms of terminology, because a lot of this stuff is interchangeable from traditional markets. And also they give you like little charts. So you can learn simple little patterns like bear flags, bull pennants, different patterns like head and shoulders patterns, where you could kind of predict where the market might go, and keyword might, because technical analysis is not, everything we predict isn't set in stone. Like, it's not going to happen, but it's just more probable if we see certain patterns, this might happen. So get familiar with Investopedia. They really helped me out.
Yep. Yeah. Investopedia was dope. YouTube was a big ass help for me. Knowing the right people who to follow, Asim Reyes, he has a YouTube that's fucking phenomenal. Great to follow. Chris Dunn, he's also another really good guy. Find individuals and really take the time to find individuals, and don't just use one person. Use multiple people, and use people who use different methods. One guy may be like the Elliott wave analysis guy. The other guy may be the Ichimoku cloud guy. The other guy may, to keep it simple, uses candlesticks and volume. Whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? Follow different people, and when you find a solid person, use that person as a mentor and take advantage and learn off of them, because it really does help you. Like, I'm telling you, you do not understand how much knowing little strategies like that literally will completely transform the way you emotionally feel when you see a certain price or you see this movement. Like I said, the average person right now is probably looking at Bitcoin and their fucking heart is down in their nutsack, versus, if you know a little bit of technical analysis, even at the very minimum, if you know volume, how to read a candlestick, and support and resistance.
Yeah, that's
like
big.
Damn, that alone will completely transform how you look at a chart, and it really will make you feel better. Because if you just don't know shit and you just like, oh well, I hope it goes up and I hope it goes down, you have no idea what could be happening at any point. Like it's like walking into the middle of a fucking tornado butt ass naked.
Right.
Like why would you do that to yourself? You exposing the shit out of yourself. So it's like you're asking yourself to get hurt. So it's like, yo, put on some fucking clothes. Maybe don't go into the tornado.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like chill on the outside of it. So
Exactly.
just watch it or some shit.
Yeah, I haven't. So I'm still on TradingView. I haven't pulled up like Fibonacci retracement, but I'm pretty sure we broke through the 0.786.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, because I'm looking at so right now I'm kind of looking all the way back at July of last year, which where we're sitting at now was where the resistance was around that time. So honestly, man, this isn't trading advice or anything, but man, if we break through this little congestion right here, man, we can free fall definitely to like right at 3K.
Yeah. Real talk, yeah, because that 78.6% fib retracement was pretty key, and it was around. You have people have different numbers,
Right?
So around like 4,800, and we went through that shit. That's just shits. We didn't went there. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying though. But that's the thing, you know what I'm saying. Like me, and it's funny, right? Because me and you, we're friends. We know each other trading, but we trade a little differently. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we both have the same understanding.
Yeah.
So it's like me and you both, when, everybody else is generally panicking, we're like chilling. We're like, okay, like, this is stuff we've been waiting for. We've been anticipating and seeing like, okay, it could really go this way, but there's also a chance it might. So it's like, it tells you a lot. When people start talking in times like this, tells you how much they know. Like, period.
Exactly.
So
matter of fact, let me see where the RSI is at right now. Whoo! So I'm looking at Coinbase's BTC USD chart on the daily chart. The RSI is at 9, bro. 9.
Shit.
For people that don't know, that's extremely oversold. Extremely oversold. Damn. Matter of fact, I'm looking at the whole history of Coinbase on TradingView, which started in early 2015. This is the lowest it's ever been. That means the selling pressure is just tremendous right now. Tremendous.
It's not a game out here. Yeah, it's and that's why I really do wonder. Like how low is this really gonna go? I'm just sitting. You already know me. I definitely ain't catching no fucking falling knife. I'm chilling. I'm gonna wait for this shit to.
This is the thing, man. The way it's dropping, like usually, it drops like this because a lot of stop losses were triggered. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the momentum of this recent drop over the past couple of days, it almost seems like there's something going on, like newsworthy that's going on that we don't exactly know for sure. I mean, it's been a couple different little events, but I don't think it's enough to make Bitcoin sell off as much as it is now. Like it's something. Right. It's something we'll probably find out in the days or weeks to come of why exactly right now. I mean, you could call it having to do with like the futures trading right now. You could say it has something to do with the SEC cracking down on ICOs, but I still don't think that's enough for Bitcoin just to be falling like this. Like even Rez, he was surprised that Bitcoin get this as low as it did over the past couple of days. Like it's not even bounced. Yeah. It's just free falling, Yeah,
it's literally just it just jumped off the cliff. And I don't know where the ground is at right now. So I was like, that's the crazy part. Yeah, I mean, you've heard everything from, it's the futures liquidating and, this and that. But it's just like, what? Is the world ending? Like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, this is literally a fucking free fall. And most people didn't anticipate this.
Right.
Yeah, and most people didn't. Most people knew it was possible, and even the people who knew it was possible didn't expect it to happen in the way it's happening. Like, there's no bounce, like you said, no nothing. It's just dropping. So,
man,
yeah,
we at 4,077, 67, 65. I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see if it's gonna hit 3,000 in our conversation.
Like, yeah, that would be fucking crazy. That would be nuts, dude.
Oh my god,
that would be crypto for your ass.
Right.
That would be. Like, yo, you want volatility? Bring your ass over here. I got plenty.
Man.
Passing that shit out. Like, bruh, like it's nuts, man. But this is why I love crypto. You know what? I think the reason why I love cryptocurrency so much, not talking about the blockchain aspect, but just the trading aspect of it, is because when you're dealing with this, you really can't bullshit. Like, you really can't. I mean, you can, but you're going to look really stupid probably.
Right.
Like, you really have to pay attention. You really have to educate yourself. You know, like I said, I feel like this is like trading Forex on fucking cocaine. Like, this is insane. Like, this shit is all over the place. And liquidity is super fucking low compared to anything else. You know, this is still baby market. You know, a baby world market at that. So, you know, it's like, man, I feel like it really pushes a person to really have to, you know, hone in and sharpen their skills to really stay up with this shit. Because if you don't, bro, I mean, we already know, man, a day going in cryptocurrency, fucking feels like a century, dude. You miss so much news, so much information.
Right.
You know, you can lose out on a bunch of shit. So it's like, you really do have to pay attention to this shit because, you know, it helps you point out patterns, potential, you know, okay, price is going to do this, you know, it's going to do that. And the shit, like I said, the shit's just important, man. To me, it's like the cryptocurrency is where you really do have to pay attention to every fucking thing.
Dude, as we've been talking, man, we just lost about $10 billion in the whole crypto ecosystem.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm on. So right now we're sitting at $140 billion, and let me see. I think my internet is going slow. I have so many tabs open. The market cap that we're sitting at right now is where we were. Wow, my internet's going so slow. Give me this 1 second.
Yeah, I think everybody. I think it might just be CoinMarketCap because I think everybody's trying to check that shit right now.
Dude, we're sitting at where we were at. Let me scroll. It looks like somewhere around like late September, early October of last year. That's where the market cap is right now. Yeah, it's taking a big plunge.
Like, I got it. Yeah, this shit's insane, bro.
But Bitcoin dominance is 52.8. It was at 53. So we did have a little bit of money, I guess, go into alts, just a little bit, but alts have just been draining like hell, though.
Right. So wait, you telling me then the flipping's not about to happen right now?
Bro, I remember when that was a thing, man. Oh my God.
Yo,
dude,
that shit was hilarious, bro. That shit, that shit. Actually, I know. I remember specifically. It got really fucking. Didn't it for like a split second? Did it flip?
Nah, it came pretty close. I can't remember what the market cap of Bitcoin and Ether was at that particular time, but it became very close. And it's so crazy. Matter of fact, Ether isn't even number 2 anymore. Ripple is, or XRP is.
Yeah.
So Ether has to flip with XRP first before it can even compete with Bitcoin.
Wah, wah.
Dude, and speaking of Ether, bro, like, okay, so you already know my story, but I'll tell it to the public, man. Like,
oh shit.
Well, no. I'm not going to talk about Litecoin. I'm just going to talk about Ether, man.
Oh shit.
So
I got mad excited.
No. So I was buying Ether back in 2016 when it was still worth like about $6 or $7. So here we go, March 2017. Actually February 2017. I want to say, I'm not looking at the charts, but whatever time it was where Ether jumped from about $15 to $16 up to like $30. Which was just wild, 100%, right? And it just kind of stuck there. And it was creating like this step pattern. Like it'll go up, it'll plateau, go up, plateau. It just looked like steps, right? So I'm like, this is unsustainable because I'd never seen any type of pattern like that. Like I wasn't a trader back then, but just still, I was like, this can't be right. So I'm like, man, let me cash out. So I end up cashing out at like $30, right?
Oh shit!
Oh my God! What did Ether get up to? Like, I know it got over $1,000 at one point, didn't it? I can't remember.
Hold on, let me look. I'm gonna pull it up right now. I can't remember. I remember specifically when it. Let me see. Hold on, because that shit was insane.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yo, last year was fucking crazy,
dude.
Like,
everything. It seemed like damn near everything got over 1,000% gains.
Dude,
At the
like,
least. At the least.
It was at the least, yeah, right? He was like, what? You only got 1,000% gains?
Right.
But you've been doing this whole time. Yeah, this shit got up to, Shit got up to almost 1,400, bro.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say I missed out because obviously, you know, I started trading other altcoins and stuff, which ultimately,
Hey,
you
bro.
know, what's up,
Bro,
What?
you missed out.
What happened?
No, I was like, damn, man.
Like
Nah.
seeing that happen. Okay, that was like the first time I seen any altcoin do some crazy shit, and so that was only like what? How percentage wise? How much was that? Like that was
From what to what?
from like 30 to 1,400. Let me see. Let me go to TradingView.
Oh, it's fucking.
Let me go to TradingView. I don't even have
Damn.
Ether USD tab. Oh, yes, I do. Let me see. I'm gonna do it right now. Gotta scroll back.
That's funny. Now that you say that too, you was talking about, you know, this being the first altcoin you see do some crazy shit. Nah, I think mine, the top of my list would have to be Patcoin.
Patcoin?
Dude, Patcoin.
What the hell is Patcoin? I don't even know. I heard of it, but like, what the hell does it do?
What does it do? Probably nothing.
Right,
Nah,
of course.
I don't think
course.
there's like zero fucking utility.
Okay.
Like literally zero. But bro, literally, like this dude, like this shit was insane. Literally, when you look, if you go on CoinMarketCap and you look at Patcoin's chart, PAC coin. It's literally a fucking straight line up. Literally,
Damn.
it's damn near a straight line up. So you're talking about going from the price of being 0.502, right? And this is December 22nd, 2017, and then at the height on January, what the fuck is this? January, what the fuck? This is insane. Hold on, I gotta. Damn, this little chart.
Well, why are you looking for that? I found out the percentage going from $30 to the peak. It was around like 4,300%.
Shit. Damn, for a Bitcoin like that, that's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
One of the main. Damn. Nah, man, you didn't miss out, bro. You missed out.
Man, hey, I made my money.
Man,
I made my money in other
goes.
alts, man. You know.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, I mean, there was so much opportunity, man. You know, it just, you know, situations like that happen, man. You live and you learn, and yeah, I mean, there's so much opportunity in crypto in general. I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah, that is crazy though. Like, oh man.
So I do want to comment on some of the coins that may do that. So something like Ether, the market cap of Ether is large. It's in the billions, right? So it's going to take a lot of effort for something to pump that much.
Oh yeah.
But if you're just in like some shit coin, I'm not going to use Patcoin, but just some other new shit coin, and you see it pump like 4,300%. Now it's way easier because you're dealing with the illiquid market. So, right. I mean, I've seen coins pump that much and probably the whole market cap is only like $100,000. So it doesn't take much for a coin to pump 4,300% if it only has a market cap of $100,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something that people need to look out for. People see those percentage gains and they think like, oh, let me hop into this coin. This is doing well. Or whatever. Yeah. Like, nah, that's not the case. And another thing you got to look out for too is trying to sell, you know, in an illiquid market. You know, you're ultimately going to bring the price down, so you're not going to be able to sell right at the dollar amount you're looking at. You're just going to, the more you sell, the more you're going to push the price down. So that's just simple stuff. But I know a lot of people aren't aware of that, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it is. So it's like, yeah, you know, having $50,000 in an altcoin is the fucking shit until all of a sudden you realize that the liquidity for the day is probably like 10,000 and you're like,
right.
fuck.
Exactly.
Well, might take a while to unload this, but yeah, I mean stuff like that people don't think about. People, like pay attention to that. I mean, right? There's a lot of reward that can come from the altcoin market, but there is a fuckload of risk that comes with the altcoin market. So if you are unexperienced and you don't understand liquidity and all of that good stuff, be fucking careful because you can easily get stuck. I've seen it happen a million times.
And you could get stuck at one sat too. A lot of people be like, okay, I found a coin at one sat. It's only gonna go up from here. Now I'll give you an example of how you can get stuck in a coin only at one sat and never be able to sell. So you got a coin like Diverse Coin, where if you're running a masternode, and I guess we could kind of explain that a little bit later, but a coin like that where the masternode rewards are just incredibly high, people are minting these coins and they're trying to sell. So the selling pressure is just so tremendous that the coin never gets above one sat because everybody's trying to cash out their masternode rewards
at the same time. Yep.
Or it's not even just at the same time. It's just so high. Like the order book is just so stacked that it'll literally take millions and millions of buys, or billions depending on how many coins it is, just to get above one sat. And you could be stuck there. You'd be thinking like, okay, I'm just gonna put, I'll put like $100 in there. Man, that $100 will just be stuck there forever, bro. Like,
it's like, yo, why is it not taking it?
Right.
Like, that's real talk, man. Stuff people need to pay attention to. Another thing that I don't hear as much about, but I had a million questions on, is people know the difference between fiat value and Satoshi value. Man, if y'all don't know that, learn that shit, please. You better not even touch to trade shit until you know what the difference is between those two guys.
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of people. I give you an example of when I was still kind of inexperienced. So I would be actually trading using the altcoin Bitcoin pair, but I'll be paying attention to USD, which is a no-no. So I remember getting into a coin at, say it was about like at 1,000 sats or something. And, I bought that coin. I bought a bunch of that coin with Bitcoin. So the altcoin Bitcoin pair was in a bear market, but the USD, the Bitcoin USD pair was actually uptrending. Yep. So I might be okay. So the Bitcoin pair, the altcoin Bitcoin pair is downtrending. I'm steadily losing Bitcoin.
Right.
But I'm gaining, but it shows that the price either is in USD value and the altcoin USD value is uptrending, or it's just kind of staying the same. So I bought into a coin at 1,000. Let's say I bought into a coin at 1,000 sats, and it was the value of it in USD was a penny. Now the BTC value was declining, but the Bitcoin USD value was uptrending. So time passed, the value of that altcoin just stayed at a penny. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool. Because like the USD value, like it's still at a penny, so I'm good. I could just cash out and get my money back. But like I said, being ignorant that I was actually trading the altcoin Bitcoin pair, I cashed out and I actually had less Bitcoin than when I initially started. Even though the USD value stayed the same, I had less Bitcoin, which ultimately is what I was trying to accumulate. I was trying to accumulate more Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a way where people can actually lose Bitcoin, but pretty much still get the same USD value or sometimes gain USD value. It just depends on the price of Bitcoin. So
pay
attention. It's a lot you got to think about when it comes to trading the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin is, I guess, gold. Bitcoin is what backs the whole market.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. So, pretty much pay attention to that, or whatever coin you're trading back and forth between. Whatever the main pair trade is to it, whether it's Ethereum or Litecoin or whatever in the fuck. Basically, pay attention to the Satoshi value, because if you only look at fiat, there's a very good chance to while your fiat amount may be going higher or possibly staying the same, you could absolutely be losing the amount of actual digital currency that you have. So the number of that particular coin that you have, or Ethereum, once you trade back into the main pair trade. So just pay attention to this shit. Otherwise you're gonna end up sad, because I've had a lot of people do that and they be like, oh. So it's like, of course it works both ways. When one is going up and one goes down, they balance each other out. When both is going down, it's fucking hell. When both are going up, it's heaven. So
the later part of 2017 was heaven, because Bitcoin value was going up in USD, and also the altcoin value in Bitcoin was going up. So you were basically making money fast as hell.
Dude. Like, that's what I always tell this story to everybody who I talk to, man. This dude I met, man, this dude made almost $900,000 in 2 days.
Whew.
In that summer. Yeah, because of that fucking volatility. Because it was that trend. It was everything was going up. The fiat value was going up with the Bitcoin, and the coins he was in was going up. So it was like heaven on earth. Now, here's the flip side of that. This is why you need to learn exit strategy. This is why you need to learn technical analysis, because he lost almost all of that. Literally. Wow. Because he didn't know how to exit the market, when to exit the market. Like,
right, thinking it's going to keep going up forever.
Yeah.
It's that euphoria.
Like, dude. Like, if I would have got a half of that, I would have been like, fuck no, I'm out. I'm done. I'm done, son. See, I'm going to Africa. Fuck this. I'm doing a Dave Chappelle.
One strategy you can use is practicing scaling in and scaling out. So say like for him, he made all that money. He could have been scaling out the whole time. Like, since he doesn't really know, technical analysis or any type of way of predicting where the price might stop uptrending, he could have just practiced scaling out. Like, okay, I'm just going to keep cashing out as the price goes up. That way I know I don't lose money. Or you can do what's called a rolling stop. You can just bring up your stop loss as the price goes up. Because if the price drops, your stop loss are prevented from going lower than what you set your stop loss price at. So those two ways where you could kind of protect your profits, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people that are new don't do.
Yep. Hello. Yo, Dennis. I think you timed out, bro. Or something happened. I can't hear you. Connection lost. What? Why did connection lose? What? Oh, let's see. Let's open this shit back up. Hello? Oh, snap. Dennis apparently, I don't know. Oh, wait. He's calling back. Yo.
Yo.
Hello? Oh, what's going on? I think we was talking too much knowledge. Skype just literally just stopped working. He just dropped the homie off the call. Oh, what's going on? I can't even... Yo, this is a conspiracy. I can't even type a message. Like, legit. Can't do anything. It won't let me answer the call. See? Shit like this is a little suspect. Give me a minute, y'all. Trying to pull the Skype back up. Seeing what's going on. This is really weird. This has happened to me before. This used to happen to me all the time on Facebook Live. I'd be talking. Just dropping knowledge, and then shit would just get cut off. Let's see. Yo. What? Bro, was that you? Or was that me?
It just disconnected. Bro. I'm like, does Skype only give you an hour to talk or something? Like,
nah, bro. Nah, it definitely doesn't. And I got the paid membership, so I know I get more than an hour to talk. You know what the funny thing is? I haven't had nothing like that happen in a long time, bro. But that shit used to happen to me all the time. And I used to feel like somebody was just in the background just hitting a switch. Like, you was like, let's cut them off now.
Right.
Like, it literally just dropped. No warning. No. It used to do that when I Facebook Live. All right, look, we need to stop talking about knowledge and stuff, bro. Win Moon. Lambo. It's like, we need to stop talking about shit to help people. Apparently, that is not okay with Skype. Like, shit. That shit was sus. I just started looking around the room. Like, let me make sure. Like, nobody's in here. Somebody come out. And it said the connection was lost. I'm like,
yeah, like, what the fuck?
My internet the bars are super full.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I'm using the Ethernet cable, so I'm not even using, like, Wi-Fi shit.
Damn, yeah, you took it back. So your connection is super secure.
Right.
Nah.
Well, I'm still recording. I don't know if
too.
Okay, got you. Well, I guess we could just cut that shit.
It's a rollie, not a stopwatch. Shit don't never stop.
Got you.
That was weird. I don't know what that was. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. But
you want to bring us back? I don't even know how to edit it. Because I forgot the last thing I said.
No, we cool. I'll probably throw a little bit of this in there because it's just funny as shit. It's just like this. This is really is kind of suspect too. I'm like, what happened?
Right.
Like, this is weird. But anyway, make sure everybody you go to school, you eat your vegetables, and you drink plenty of milk because it'll make your bones strong. No, I'm just playing.
Shit.
No. But anyway, basically, don't be blind in crypto.
Right.
Please don't be blind in crypto. Please pay attention to stuff. Since we lost track, since we quote unquote got disconnected.
I know, the feds watching.
Exactly. SEC was like, hell no. Boop. Cutting these motherfuckers off. Nah, hey man, so where do you think we are in the scheme of things, right? When you're looking at Bitcoin, you're looking at the price, or you're looking at the market as a whole.
You know what? I honestly think we're still in a capitulation phase. Mm-hmm. Just thinking about that one, I forgot. It's a name for that chart where it kind of shows like the stages of a market cycle. I think we're in a capitulation phase. I think I think we'll finally be in depression when we start to see the Bitcoin is dead articles, which is something I haven't seen in a long time.
You know what? I didn't even think about that. That's true. Like, bro, why are those articles not coming right now?
I know.
Yo, bro. That's mad suspect. Like,
well, you know what? Maybe they'll never come. You know why? Because you got entities like Fidelity now. That's getting into crypto. You got Coinbase doing a custodial service for like these big clients. So it's kind of like they're not going to say that now to protect their interest in keeping these clients. Yeah. Like before that, this year was the first year where we really had like these big entities just come into the cryptocurrency market. This is the first year we really had that.
That's true.
At this scale. So yeah, they're gonna try to protect their clients now. You can't be saying like stuff is about to die when you just offered the service. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You start saying shit like that, your company about to die. How about that? They like,
hold on, what the hell was this? You just offered the service like a week ago. You talking about Bitcoin is dead. I just put like 50% of my capital in this shit.
Yo, that man, we see that shit happen so many times. That's like
lose all credibility,
like all gone. It's just like people, you know what I'm saying? What was it? One of the who was it? I think it was one of the guys with it was Goldman Sachs. They were like, they kept telling everybody, don't buy fucking crypto, don't buy Bitcoin. It's gonna die. And then they're like secretly scooping it up in the background.
Right.
Like, get your ass. Like, so much of that shit going on. But like you said, it is now. I feel like a lot of those big companies are now kind of in position, or well into their position. So yeah, they ain't gonna be saying no crazy shit, off the wall shit now. Yeah, everybody's chilling out. Yeah.
Bro, we used to get Bitcoin is dead articles like once a week, bro.
Dude, all the time.
Dog.
It was crazy.
People don't know that, man. That was back in the day.
Back in the day when I was young.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's.
But you know what? Man, I was looking at some stuff with traditional markets. Man, I was looking at the Dow, S&P 500, and FANG. Which stands for Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. And how they're down. Like, a lot of those are down like 20%, which is crazy, man.
Right.
Like, I was looking at a Facebook chart earlier, bro. You're basically in the red in Facebook if you bought any time after March 2017. That's a pretty big deal. Right? Yeah. That's a pretty big deal, man.
Serious.
Yeah, these tech companies, man, they taking a hit right now too, man. That's why I'm like, man, I'm seeing a lot more platforms like The Economist, Market Watch, FX Street, and all them talking about, a looming, global financial crisis that could be on our hands, in the years to come, and it being quite imminent too, like not that far away. So,
yep.
This is quite interesting, man. And I know a lot of people in crypto were saying, like, well, yeah, man, they can use crypto as a hedge while the markets are falling. They can get into crypto. Nah, buddy. I don't think crypto is that mature yet.
And I you know what? And it's funny that you say that, because I really feel like that being the case is going to depend on how mature the market gets. If it becomes more mature and people understand it more and you try to utilize it in a certain way, that I feel like that's possible. Right. But I feel like if not, it's going to be like going back to gold and silver. Like we're going to be like, yo, how do you hedge? Gold. Like it's going to go back to it's going to go back to shit like that, because I mean, it's just like, that's what everybody knows. That's the beginning. That's what all the old heads have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I need to get some gold. Just in case. I need to stack a couple bars up.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is take out them gold teeth, man. You know
you right. Yep. I need to go ahead and get my grill. Let me get my couple of $250,000 gold chains I have, just in case I ever do a random rap video. Let me get let me get my Gucci loafers, and I need to sell all that for gold.
So man, how desperate would you have to be to rip off like the Gucci emblem from your slippers and try to melt it down and take it to a pawn shop?
Yo, that's horrible. Yo, that's so horrible. That's bad. You're going to see people robbing people's chains, not to sell it, but to keep it. Yo, I need this just in case, the economy get bad. I'm out here robbing people because I need, the economy about to get fucked up. I need gold.
Right.
Like, what?
Shit, if that's the case, the rappers, they're in the best position. They stack up on jewelry and shit.
Yeah. When the world flips and everybody praises rappers because they got all the gold and shit in the world. Nah, it's going to be them in jewelry stores. They're going to be running the game. That would be hilarious, man. But no, it is like I can't wait to see what happens on a global scale when it comes to the economy. When it comes, because I really, especially like when I think about the U.S., I'm literally sitting here waiting for a recession. Like I'm like, okay, like what? Or depression, whatever in the fuck. But I feel like it's coming, and I feel like a lot of people I feel like it's gonna fuck a lot of people up, like bad. Like really bad. Like I think about now, dude, do you know how many people I have seen with degrees and regular jobs that get fired, or that have businesses that aren't built solidly and they completely go under now? And to think that it's supposed to get worse, or it could get worse,
man. Like,
bruh, technology's getting better, so less jobs. Like, well, like, not to laugh and be damn, but what? Seriously, what are people gonna do? And I feel like a lot of people, they're not gonna know what to do until it happens, or they're not gonna know what's coming until it happens, and they're gonna be like, oh fuck, like maybe we should have prepared for this.
Well, let's just look at the last recession we had just in America, man. 2008,
bruh.
I mean, a lot of people didn't know what to do beforehand. They didn't know what to do during it, and they still clueless afterward. You know,
that's a good point. You know what? That's such a good. You know what? That's the funniest thing. now that you say that, I know a nice handful of people who lost everything during a recession and then tried to regain it back the same way they lost it.
Mm.
What is it? Insanities when you do the same thing over again, expecting different results?
Yeah. Yep.
It's crazy, bro. Like, why would you, oh man, you know what? Recession happened. I lost my job and I lost, my car and my house. Oh man, I need to go get another job. What? Like, nah, bro, that ain't it. It's like, it's not it.
They're talking about the way tech stocks are dropping right now, man. Like, could this be another tech bust?
Doom, doom, doom.
And I was looking at that chart, like, I was way too young to really understand what was going on in the late 90s.
Right.
But, after that bust in around the year 2000, man, like, those stocks really didn't recover to almost a decade later. Can you just imagine that with crypto? Like what we're going through right now, and it actually doesn't get back up to like $20,000 to like a decade later.
People would not know what to do with themselves. Like people would be completely and utterly lost. I mean, bro, up until this point, bro, when I'm looking literally staring at it right now, a comparison between the NASDAQ composite and the Bitcoin from the 20,000 high during that whole tech boom, bro, these charts look eerily similar. Like, it's like pretty damn similar. And especially now, and then the chart that I'm looking at with Bitcoin only goes up to February of 2018. And then obviously the NASDAQ continues within this span of at that same time frame being about like the first week of June. Mm-hmm. It kept going down. Well, guess what we're doing right now? Keep going down. So for 15 years, look, I ain't gonna lie. I want to stay in the bear market for a while, but I don't know about no 15 years.
Shit, I'll be 45 years old, man.
Bruh. I ain't gonna be lying. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be a little tight if it takes 15 years to get back up to 20K. Like And the only a big reason as to why the only reason I think that it won't take that long is because or at least I hope. I feel like a lot of people will use the tech bubble as a learning experience. Mm-hmm. And hopefully learn from that and not.
Okay, let's take a step back because I think we're only talking about cryptocurrency or maybe just Bitcoin in particular as just an investment. Like True. There are more, there are more utilities to a lot of these cryptocurrencies. So I'm thinking about just to be able to transfer large sums of money fast with little fees, right? Or you have countries like Venezuela right now or India, and a lot of places where the country's currency was devalued.
Right.
And so inflation is crazy. Buying a loaf of bread is the equivalent of paying like for a large flat screen TV here in America or some shit. So they can, get into something like Bitcoin and be able to transfer funds around, elsewhere. Or like if, it's so many different cases, man, for crypto, man, that can probably keep it, or at least keep the price stable at some point, or at least the growth of different utilities for it just keeps growing exponentially to eventually bring the price back up to 20,000 faster than what it would do if we just looked at Bitcoin as an investment.
Yeah. And I think that's a good point. I feel like, if we create real world utility for this stuff, I definitely feel like that'll be one of the things or the catalyst that helps move it back up in that direction, in that upward trajectory. Mm-hmm. And honestly, that's what I look the most forward to anyway. Because don't get me wrong, all this trading shit is fun, this back and forth, but this shit ain't real. Like, it's real, but it's not. It's like, what is it really fueled by, other than emotion and hope?
Yeah, it's that. Honestly, it's the reason why the price gets up as high as it does, or any price gets as high as it does, is the greater fool. Like, you just got to find a greater fool to buy it at a higher price than what you bought it at. It just keeps going. That's essentially what the stock market is, to tell you the truth. I mean, even though it's advertised as an investment vehicle, you know, when it comes to 401ks, IRAs, and all this mutual funds and all this type of stuff, you know, as a way to have for your retirement. But that's really what it is faith in that the economy will be forever growing.
Yeah.
And it's faith that there will be a greater fool to buy what you're willing to sell at a higher price than what you bought it at. So that's what really keeps us going what's the intrinsic value? What is a fucking dollar bill? Like what? Like,
what
it's
is
not even
really?
backed by gold anymore. So what the fuck is this debt-based economy? Like,
piece of paper.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
man. That was, oh my God, that's another thing I hated hearing. 2017 was the year of, the U.S. Well, what is Bitcoin? It's not backed by anything. I'm like, neither is the fucking U.S. dollar. Why do you keep saying that? Like,
somebody made a comparison. I was at this panel once, and they were just comparing it to the telecommunications industry. Say, like, just as an example, you know, say like when AT&T first started, or Southwestern Bell, or some shit.
Yeah.
How the value of the network actually came from the more people that participated. One person on the telecommunications network is worth nothing, because if it's a telecommunications network, who are you talking to? Exactly. It needs to be more than one person. Right. Okay, now we have two people. Okay, now it has a certain value now where at least two people can talk. Okay, let's bring more people. So the value comes just from people participating in this. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's exactly what it is. And that's the thing. It's like people don't get that. It's like, at the end of the day, all money is a belief system, period. So if you have enough people to believe in whatever monetary system is in existence that you plan on using, then that's what it is. Like that, like that's how it works. Like, there's no other way, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't shit really backed by nothing other than belief. So, it's just like, people need to accept that. So, but I mean, I've been hearing less of that. I don't really hear people saying that anymore. So that's a good thing. But
maybe people aren't saying that anymore because on Google Trends, I was looking at Bitcoin, and somebody made a viral tweet. They was comparing the Google Trends of Bitcoin to ramen. Right, right. Oh my God. Right now, ramen is more popular than Bitcoin. Like, that's why nobody's talking about it.
Yo, that's lit. More people were talking about ramen noodles than Bitcoin. That's crazy.
Shit.
That is the best statistic ever. That's awesome.
Shit.
That is lit. That's all right. Wait until the price starts to go back up again. Let's see who's winning then. Because you already know, bro. Yo, like, all right. Let's really think about this.
Okay.
1, do we feel like there's going to be another massive bull market? 2, if so, where could it go?
Man, okay.
Yo.
There's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins ever in existence, right?
Yep.
Think in that trajectory, the halving process and everything, I think, we'll basically be dead by the time every single Bitcoin is minted.
Yep.
So we won't see Bitcoin probably go as high as it can, but just think about that. It's a currency that has a cap to how much can be minted, which is very much different from the US dollar.
Yeah.
So just thinking about that, it's just going to make the value of the currency much more valuable and much more rare. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only a set amount. You just can't keep making it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yep. So it's definitely
So in terms of price, even though it was ridiculous the way they were saying it last year, like Bitcoin is going to be $500,000. Bitcoin is going to be $1 million. Honestly, bro, like going into the, like I said, it's going to be well after we're going. I believe it can make it up to that amount unless
Right.
they find some way to regulate this shit somehow. I don't know, but
Yeah, to where it prevents that. The question is John McAfee going to have to eat his dick in 3 years? Well, yeah, now it's like
what was his bet?
2
What
years.
was his bet? He said if Bitcoin reaches,
He said if he said, and this was literally on July 17th of 2017, he said if basically in the long term Bitcoin moves above 500,000 within 3 years. So we've already passed the first year of that. So within 3 years and in, so what's that? 2020? Oh shit. Yeah, it's 2020. So July 17th, 2020. If it's not at 500,000, he's gonna have to eat his dick.
Hey,
yeah, good luck with that.
shit, if he doesn't die beforehand, shit, it seems like everybody trying to kill his ass.
Yeah, dude, you ain't lying, bro. Like that. Yo, have you seen the preview? Like, they're supposed to be making a movie about his life.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see the preview or trailer for it or anything.
Man,
if it's out,
yo, and I'm not gonna like. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Like being 100%, being real. Like, yo, we all know he posts some crazy shit sometimes on Twitter. He done been through some crazy shit throughout his life. The stories are crazy. Yo, what was so crazy though is when I interviewed this guy. This was the first interview I have. I know you already know this, right? I haven't dropped it out yet. I haven't aired it out to the world for specific reasons, but it's gonna happen. But when I talked to him, like, yo, dude was so normal, and he was smart as shit.
okay.
Like he was like it literally to where it shocked me. You know, and it's just like, dude, like, you know, what's going, you know, but life, I can only imagine being him. Like the shit that he's done and the shit that he's been through, you know, it's like, you know, you never really know unless you really next to that person or you are that person.
Yeah.
So you really never know what is really causing this to happen. So from the outside looking in, right, everything could just seem like just completely fucking nuts and crazy what he's doing, right? But it it may actually be some reasons behind the stuff. Not saying that, okay, well, everything he does and says has an excuse. I'm not saying that, but I mean, you really never know. So, because like I said, when I first had the conversation, I didn't know what to expect during the interview. It's not like I'm best friends with him, but I was shocked. I was like, man, this conversation went really fucking well and normal. Like I almost felt like I wasn't talking to John McAfee, at least not John McAfee that most people see on Twitter.
Oh yeah, people were hating his ass last year. If you wasn't in the coin that he was shilling,
dude.
People like the dude. All he had to do was make a tweet, and the coin would just like pop up 100% as soon as he put out the tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was crazy.
That was wild, bro.
Yeah, it was really nuts, bro. It was nuts. I remember that time. Yeah, yeah. We need to like 2017, bro, was a fucking year for crypto. Like there was so much crazy shit that went on, dog, good and bad. Like I will never forget that year ever.
And it's the crazy thing is so many people are oblivious, man. Crypto is still like a whole separate world, bro. Like real talk.
Yeah.
This is the internet before, or this is the internet right at the cusp of the World Wide Web being accessible by people using those little AOL discs and shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is where crypto is right now. A lot of people don't know what the hell it is, what it's capable of.
Right.
Like, it's not in a lot of conversations. And it's just like so much happened last year alone.
Yeah.
To make like, I could see like so many movies being made about this shit. And like people were just oblivious.
Yeah, it really was. Like people were like, honestly, the way I look at crypto now, like seriously, like when I think about crypto, I compare it to things like going to the gym, doing yoga, being a vegan. Like you can do it, right? But like really, when you get into it, this shit is a lifestyle. Like legit. Yeah. Like you consider your whole being around blockchain and cryptocurrency one way or another. And I know I've shifted a lot of my life to form around it in what I feel is a positive way. Yeah, I can only, bro, the amount of, I mean, there are already movies out now, but I feel like, when things really, like if things really take off and become more mainstream, I really hope they do. Yeah, like the stories you're gonna hear from people, like you know how you would be on like you'd be on a television network and then you'll see a show like Ghost Stories, and it's all these people that come together and tell these stories of all of the shit that happened when they was hunted and shit. I'm like, that could be the same thing for cryptocurrency. Like you'll just have all of these crazy ass stories about people who went through these crazy scenarios.
Hey bro, they gonna have a subsidiary of Law and Order. It's gonna be Law and Order Crypto. Like how they got Law and Order SVU, it's gonna be Law and Order Crypto, bro.
Law and Order blockchain,
bro. What? That shit gonna be wild.
That
bro.
would be lit. We should cut this part of the episode out and keep it for ourselves. Yo, that would be crazy.
Hey, we got to pitch that shit to Hollywood.
Yo, we need to pitch that, bro.
Executive producers.
Yeah, that would be crazy, dog. Like that's legit. Yo, when it gets to that point, I'm just gonna laugh. Like I'm legit gonna
It is, bro. I could just see it, bro. Why not? I don't even see why they don't have a Law and Order specifically talking about the fucking internet for real.
Yeah, you know what? That is true. Yeah,
like so much shit happens on online, bro. Like,
yeah, I think somebody tried? Who tried? I think it was NCIS who tried. Cause I think Bow Wow was in that shit. The NCIS cyber shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kind of trash.
Well, maybe they don't know how to write the shit right, man. So much shit happened online. Yeah, they could make a whole show about Black Twitter if they wanted to.
Yeah, yo, no joke, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely something. Man, I just go on Reddit and go through stories, bruh. I'll be like, yo, I need to get all these people in a room.
Right.
It'd be like, yo, just talking to this mic because this shit is wild, bro.
Yeah, like, bro.
Insane.
Yeah. One way I'm surviving all this, man. Going back to the whole masternodes thing and staking. Yeah, for anybody that's unfamiliar with different ways we mint coins or different ways to build the blockchain, look up proof of work, proof of stake.
Right.
But yeah, one thing I'm doing is staking a few altcoins, you know what I'm saying, to be able to build the blockchain, but also to just make a passive income. Which a lot of people are unfamiliar with. A lot of people just think in crypto, you just put your money into it, hope it grows, or if you're shorting it, hope it falls or whatever. But there are other ways, like, we talked about DTube.
Yes, DTube is dope.
Steam it. The different music platforms, which actually pay more. I talked about this on my podcast plenty of times. They actually pay more than like Spotify, Tidal, and all these other major platforms per stream, and plus you get 100% of your royalties.
Right.
And there's no middleman. They just basically act as facilitators. So there's plenty of ways you can make passive income in crypto other than just dumping your money into a coin.
Yeah, it is a lot of that's a really good point, because you hear a bunch of people only talk about trading, but there are definitely other ways to make money. You can stake, you can you do, like you said, nodes, master nodes, stuff like that. There's a lot of different ways. You could do arbitrage trading. If you are going to trade, you can use different strategies. You got to just do the same damn thing. People just need to explore. Like, really explore. You can contribute to, if you really want to make some money and get deeper into it, become a part of a team, to contribute, directly to the space and stuff like that. There's paid jobs out here, mainly for developers, obviously, because that's what's in high demand right now. But there's other individuals and other skill sets that are needed. So, get in where you fit in. I interview people all the time that do all types of things in cryptocurrency, from marketing to law to accounting to whatever. So it's everything is still fairly new. So get in where you fit in.
Yeah, and look up different ways how blockchain technology can revolutionize your industry.
Yeah,
whether it's real estate, the culinary industry, anything. Just how blockchain can help in terms of, record keeping and just being transparent with the database and making it run more efficiently. So this is the time. This is 1994 when Jeff Bezos came up with Amazon. This is that time in crypto. This is the time to start thinking about what kind of startup you can make. You know what I'm saying? To catch that wave before it gets too mainstream and you're kind of just lost in the sauce, like somebody already took your idea and ran with it or something,
Yeah, nah. Skype cut out for like 2 seconds, bro.
Oh, I heard you perfectly fine. I don't, but I guess
it says super suspect. So you can hear me fine. You just cut out. I'm telling you, somebody fucking with the Wi-Fi.
I guess I don't know.
Is that our cue? Nah, but yeah, man. So I mean, it is what it is. So I mean, I mean, you know what? I really do think like so. Is obviously as much as everybody wants price to just shoot back up and go back up to 20,000 and go over 20,000. I just feel like I don't want that to happen only because I know it's healthy if the market does actually breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we get down to $170, you know, it's definitely I know it's gonna be scary, but that'd be some damn entertainment, that's for sure. Even I ain't gonna lie, if he get down that low, even me, I'm be like, all right, bro. Like, I don't know.
Think the only thing that frustrates me is, actually, will I be frustrated?
That's good. That's a good question.
I'm trying to think. Will I be frustrated? Because I was just thinking earlier, just say if you're just about trading, right? So the price of Bitcoin is low enough to where even 1% is like about a $50
price point. That is true.
Yeah. So it doesn't take a lot to earn, just like these small percentages now, just because the price of Bitcoin is falling.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine, it getting to like $170 and, you know what I'm saying, 100% double that. It's not going to take much to get back into the 300s. You know what I'm saying? So you could probably make 100%. Well, that's another thing too. That's what you got to think about. Every market cycle, the rules change.
Yeah, they do.
Because this is something. Oh yeah. So like early last year. So anytime that Bitcoin was pumping early last year, altcoins were falling, and vice versa.
Yep.
So the later half of that year, everything was rising at the same time. So I'm thinking, Bitcoin gets to $170. People probably thinking like, oh, it's just at $170 now, man. It's going to be at $300 next week. I don't know, man. Like I said, market rules change every cycle. Don't expect it to grow as fast as it did in the past. Don't expect altcoins to behave a certain way.
Right.
Yeah. You just got to stay adept to the changes.
Yeah, shit can change at any point in time, so you have to realize that, and that's why I said you can't. When somebody says something, even a person who's really great at technical analysis, don't take it as set in stone, because that's not what that's anybody who does technical analysis already knows that, so they'll tell you. Like, I'm not saying this is gonna happen for sure, but this is likely to happen. So, you got to stay flexible, because there's always a chance that what they're saying, even if the probability is high, it could not happen. For example, this big ass dip in Bitcoin prices. I'm pretty sure most people probably didn't calculate this. Is the probability of being high of it actually happening in the way it's happening? Not, and, so you can't, you just can't predict certain things. So. You just got to stay sharp and stay ready, hone your own skills in, so you don't have to always rely on somebody else to tell you, what could possibly happen, and then and keep it moving. But I mean, honestly, I honestly hope, I wouldn't be mad if we stayed in a market for another 6 months to a year. I honestly wouldn't be mad. It would make me feel better about when things started trending back up, because I feel like, okay, well, we had time to breathe. So
yeah,
I feel like, shit would be more sustainable. It would make more sense. Going up. And as long as they don't do no crazy shit, like just shoot, as long as they don't shoot up out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think it'll help this market become less speculative.
Yes.
And maybe as the price rises on the next bull run, it's from legitimate reasons of,
right.
We know for sure this is how this project is regulated. We know for sure this is going to happen.
Right.
There's a lot of guessing going on right now.
Yep.
Sure. And that's the reason why it did shoot up as high as it did. Unless it's true how they talked about Tether, how Bitfinex and Tether were manipulating the market. I know they've been doing some investigations on that recently.
They are definitely looking into that. The feds is not playing. They're like, oh, so y'all won't play, huh? Okay, y'all trying to pump markets and shit. Y'all trying to pump and dump markets. That's what. Imagine if they do the research and they find the definitive proof to show that Bitfinex and Tether were intentionally, completely and utterly used to completely pump and dump the market, what would that do to the crypto space? I feel like that would be
Bitfinex is the second most voluminous exchange next to BitMEX.
Yes.
So
I'm pretty sure voluminous isn't a word, but I'm gonna accept that.
Voluminous. I'm over here. I got like 8 tabs open. I'm reading stuff at the same time I'm talking, and I'm like playing with my phone sometimes too. I'm just saying all type of shit.
No, I feel you. They're a high voluminous exchange. Yo, that's gonna be the word of the day.
Like, you know how like when people go to prison and they come out of prison feeling all educated and they just say all these big words. So I'm getting into the cryptorious side of the cryptocurrency inquisitive high interest markets, and I'm
a blockchainologist. Oh, really? Oh, that sounds important as fuck.
Hey, speaking of that, it's crazy, man. You ever see those a lot of these blockchains, quote unquote blockchain startups asking for people that have like 10 years experience in blockchain?
Yeah.
And this shit technically hasn't even been around for 10 years yet, even though the 10th year will be next year, but still.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, hold up. How you gonna have this as a requirement? Exactly. This shit ain't even been around for 10 years.
They basically asking like, yo, where's Satoshi at?
Basically. It's like the FBI's tricky way of trying to find out who Satoshi is.
Right. Yeah.
The one person that actually applies. Right. Yes, this must be Satoshi. Yes, we finally got that.
Trying to bait them all the way in. No. But okay, I don't know. Going so way.
That's like Elmer Fudd trying to catch Bugs Bunny. Like the most elementary way of trying to catch somebody.
Like, yo, let's set up this trail of carrots, bro. We know he gonna follow this shit. He gonna fall into this hole right here.
Right.
Like, bro, pretty sure he's smarter than that.
Right.
It ain't gonna work. No, but going back to what you were saying, yeah. So with the whole Bitfinex having such huge volume in an exchange in correlation with Tether, and then what it could do to the space, it would. I think it would be upsetting. I think it could potentially set us back because I mean, when you think about it, you'll be thinking like, well, how much of that bull run was real?
Yeah. Yeah, they're investigating now because when you have something like Tether, the reason why it has the name Tether because it's supposed to be tethered to the U.S. dollar. It's never supposed to be above or under the U.S. dollar.
Right.
And it's supposed to be backed. Every tether is supposed to be backed by $1, or I think some stable coins, if it's not backed by $1, it's backed by assets in dollar amounts to be. So it can't be more tether distributed into the cryptocurrency market than what's actually backed by US dollar.
Right.
So, yeah, they've been investigating that. Bitfinex the only reason why Bitfinex even brought Tether about was because it was forever having banking issues and they wanted their customers to be able to cash out the Bitcoin that we're buying and to also still be able to trade. So they invented Tether, which I found out Tether's name actually started off as another name, and it was actually a Chinese startup. I would Google it right now, but I'm afraid it might just mess up our connection again. I don't know if it's my internet connection just messing up Skype or whatever. I'm kind of afraid to open up any more tabs. But.
It's just like, how you doing? Shit, it's definitely the SEC.
Right.
It's the feds. It's like, yo, they need to stop talking about this shit. Let's go ahead and hit. They just waiting for you. The second you open the tab, they're gonna flick the switch. It's gonna be your fault.
Oh god.
Nah, I'm trying, bro. I got 3 tabs open. I'll be closing them shits out like a mother. Hey, finna catch me slipping. Nope, we ain't doing that. Not around here. Man. Nah, no. But yeah, man. So yeah, man.
But now we got now we got more exchanges making their own stable coins and stuff.
Yeah. So
which
many. I said, fucking many.
Yeah. What Coinbase is doing with Center, man, they got USDC on a lot of different places, man.
Yeah. Yep. Even Gemini stablecoin, they own a lot of fucking exchanges too.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Stablecoins everywhere. Yeah. Now here's the trick. These motherfuckers ain't stable.
Right. Boy, when Tether dropped down to 80 cents, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know. Like, wait a minute.
Like a month ago, or a little bit over a month ago.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of like hesitant about trying to chart with Bitfinex for the time being, because it seems like Bitcoin has been trading at a premium ever since that Tether implosion we had a little bit over a month ago. Because I understand that if Tether was trading below $1, that the price of Bitcoin would be trading at a premium. But now, since Tether has kind of jolted back up to like 98 cent now, I don't see why the price of Bitcoin is still as high as it is on Bitfinex. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. But if you're an arbitrage trader, hey, take advantage of it.
Right, have motherfucking fun. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's one of those things, man. It's how stable coins go in the future is going to be real fucking interesting. I feel like they're all racing to be that one that everybody just trusts. But at the end of the day, it's like, can you trust any of these motherfuckers? Really?
Yeah.
You know, so, we'll see. We'll see how things go. But I don't know. I'm excited, bro. I'm happy that Bitcoin has gotten down to as low as it has. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me for saying it, but I hope it goes lower. I want to buy more lower. Like I'm really waiting on that. I'm really waiting on that bounce. I want a definitive bounce and the moving back up into an uptrend or clear side trend before I just start throwing money in there. So.
I'm gonna try to go back to TradingView right now, actually, just to see.
Yeah, man.
What we looking like?
I'm cold at the hodl, bro. I'm cold with it.
Hey,
like,
let me see. Right, let's see. On Coinbase, we're sitting right at 4,300.
Yep.
Altcoins are a lot of altcoins are testing their all-time lows. Yeah, man.
Yep.
Or at least.
Altcoins have been dragged into the pits of hell. Like,
yeah, man.
Bruh.
I'm looking at Sealcoin. They had a fork,
yep.
A couple weeks ago, and it's been downtrending ever since.
Yeah.
Cardano, at one point, it got under 1,000 sats. Let me see, where is that now? Right now, it's trading at 1,015 sats, which is where it was. Ooh, shit. It first got to that level around November last year. Actually, it looks like a lot of altcoins are where they were a year ago.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Pretty much. You look at these prices and you have flashbacks. Like, oh, I think I've been here before. Oh, you have, motherfucker.
Right. And Litecoin, oh my God.
Oh, yeah, that price. Dude. Yeah.
Litecoin is damn near where it was at when it first got added to GDAX when Coinbase Pro was still GDAX.
Yeah. That was
no, I take that back. Not GDAX, no. The actual Coinbase wallet. They never actually had a wallet for Litecoin. It was always trading on GDAX. But when they finally put they made it available for purchase straight off Coinbase's website and Coinbase's app.
Yeah.
It jolted up from the teens up into like $30.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that was Litecoin was the first thing I bought, thanks to you.
Hey.
That was shit. When did I buy it? I think I bought it like right below $18.
Yeah, you bought it back in April?
Yeah,
March or April?
Yeah, March, April. Oh man, that was that first coin.
So many memories.
I know, so many
Thank you,
memories.
Charlie Lee. Appreciate it, Charlie Lee.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, for real. Shout out to Charlie Lee. Shout out to Litecoin Gang. doing that thing, man. That dude has contributed so much to the space, man. I really do have a lot of respect for him.
I have a lot of respect for what he said back in December of last year, talking about how he said he got rid of his Litecoin a long time ago, and that's another reason why he quit working for Coinbase. And I guess it felt like a conflict of interest, so the general public wouldn't thinking he's like doing some things internally to jack up the price in order for him to make as much money as he can. So he disassociated himself from Coinbase and everything, and I thought that was pretty cool. And he seems like a very noble person.
Yep, genuine. Seems like he really wants to further the space. He wants the space to go further itself. Yeah, I got mad respect for that dude, for real.
Yeah.
So, Charlie Lee, please come on my show. Let me interview you, bro.
He's very talkative too, man. Like, he was one of the first people, first developers that I've come to know by face. Because, a lot of developers in crypto, they like to be anonymous, just like Satoshi.
Correct.
And, he was very talkative on Twitter.
Out and about.
Yeah, talking about new developments, keeping people up to date. He was the person that really got me introduced to crypto Twitter too. See, when I first got into it, when I first got into crypto, it was back when, it was nothing but loom and doom articles everywhere from a lot of credible publications.
Right.
And I know that's why a lot of people still have yet to get into crypto, because they're still used to looking at CNBC, Bloomberg, Market Watch, and a lot of these publications.
Right.
But I really saw what cryptocurrency was capable of, and also just looking for another investment vehicle, because that's when I was still really part of the stock market doing my thing there.
Right.
I was just looking for something different, something way more aggressive. But so I was looking, where can I get some adequate information from? So, I got on Twitter and I started looking up like these different coins and stuff. And, it brought me to Charlie Lee, who was, in charge of Litecoin. And from that point, just dealing with him, seeing who he was talking to. It was crazy. Him going back and forth with Jihan Wu, different pools, mining pools and stuff, and I'm just like researching who he's talking to, and it kind of like made me want to add more people.
Right.
And so now I got a pretty big list of people that I follow, and that really introduced me to the world of crypto Twitter, which is just as wild as like how we talk about Black Twitter or whatever. Like, it's a whole, man. If you're not on crypto Twitter,
shit's a movie.
Yes, it is hilarious. It's full of memes,
full of beef,
right,
bro. Like, yo, I feel like that was another thing. 2017, bro. Like, people was beefing on Twitter back and forth. Like, these personalities, it was rap beef. Like, it was the craziest shit ever. Like, yo, it was like this dude versus this dude versus this. I'm like, bro, like, what are y'all like? Y'all just don't care.
Like, people getting robbed, people posting their Blockfolio earnings and stuff, and days later they get robbed.
Like, bro, no joke, bro. Like, legit. Man. The Kashi 6ix9ine of crypto Twitter is Wolf of Polonius, bro. Like, dude he would beef with everybody.
Is his tweet still protected, man? I was never following him, but I would have him on a list where I could still see his tweets. But after a while, I think people kept trolling him because he kept making these wrong calls. And so he made his tweets protected so you can't see him.
Yeah, dog. I did follow him. I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's still on. Man. Or if he's. Nah. See. Yeah. Nah. I don't think he's. I think it is protected because I know so many people tried to create accounts that was like his just to suck people in and scam them and bro. Yeah. It was legit crazy. Like it was nuts with that dude. Yeah. Shout out to Wolf of Polonius. I would love to interview him. That would be wild.
I would too.
Like, yo.
He was kind of different, man. I mean, he would never show his face, but sometimes he'll show like pictures and videos of him being out and about, and he would talk about his personal life.
Yep.
He was very different. I know at one point he was talking about dating this transsexual and
I remember that.
doing all type of stuff. Like he's different, man.
Yeah,
He's different.
He's a unique individual, is what I'll say, and I would love to have him on the show.
Yeah, he seems like he lives an interesting life.
Yeah, definitely. He's the next John McAfee. Like, bruh. But yeah. So, crypto Twitter, jump on that thing, research some stuff.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy. It's nuts, bro. All right. So, all right, cool. So definitely, yeah. So Bitcoin is definitely going to hit $170 in 2020, without a doubt, 100%. I can guarantee it. No, I'm just playing. No, but
oh yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah. When you have like platforms, like even though BitConnect is going, when you have platforms that actually predict earnings, like what you're gonna get, either year over year or monthly or whatever, it's probably a scam.
Yep. 99.9% chance that you're gonna get fucked. So be aware of that.
Nothing is guaranteed when it comes to investing and trading. If somebody promised you a certain number, probably a scam.
Yeah, I would say, man, you know how many people I was like, yo, don't do BitConnect. Don't do BitConnect. Like, yo, I know it look good, but I promise you, it's probably a scam. Nah. And then you see that chart where everything just takes bottleneck, bruh.
Bro, I remember when it did a 98% dump in one day.
That was nuts. I was like, I'm not going to say I told you so, but...
Dude, people lost
so much. I know people personally who lost money.
Yeah.
And I was the person telling them, like, yo, don't just pull your money out, take your earnings. People who were up. And I was like, yo, just pull your money. It's not going to last forever. Like, you know, like, I don't know. I'm glad I wasn't in it.
Right. You had a lot of popular people using those affiliate links to lure people in. You know, they get their kickbacks. Yep. And so, that just created more and more of a bubble, or it put more and more into the Ponzi scheme that it was.
They promote that. I remember when that was, that's the only ad I would see on YouTube. The only ad, like, I know there's other ads on YouTube.
Bro, I'm like, the marketing budget behind BitConnect was
tremendous. It was crazy, dog. Like, hundreds of $1,000s a month, probably. Bruh.
Man.
It was crazy. It was nuts. But it is what it is, man. All right, man. I need to eat. I need to go to the gym, work out my Bambi legs, bruh. Because they sore from when I went to the gym like 2-3 days ago. I'm like,
I like how informal this is. Like, I could just picture us, or just picture like what you just said, like dealing with somebody you don't know, or like somebody you only know formally. Like you're at this business meeting. You know, you just talked about the different profit margins of your business. You know, you're talking about the quarterly earnings to your investors, and
right.
Instead of like meeting a journey, you'd be like, hey, I'm kind of getting hungry, y'all. Shit, y'all can keep sitting here, but shit, I'm finna go to the vending machine at least.
Right, I'm about to dip. Like, yo, if you want, bro, I'll go ahead and leave it recording in case you want to talk to yourself. But I'm definitely
you know what I'm saying. Keep it real.
Dude, I'm sitting here. I'm looking like an athletic homeless guy that needs a haircut right now.
Bro, I'm in my apartment talking to you right now. And my apartment is a complete mess. I got a mattress like propped up against my door because I just bought a new bed. My guy, I got a statue of a giraffe in front of my refrigerator.
Oh, you wildin'. You are wildin'. Yeah, it sounds like I know you just finished making that gourmet meal. Let me say this for the record. If there is one thing that is extremely different between me and Dennis, is I love to cook, and him I wouldn't trust boiling water.
Bro, I'm saying, bro, I can't even make a bowl of oatmeal, bro. I can't, man.
Yeah.
I can't. That's why I'm terrible at this bachelor thing, bro. Like I can't survive.
He needs
I
to
need
be in a
somebody here with me.
relationship for survival. It's not even about being happy or emotions. It's like, yo, I need to be with somebody to live.
Right.
This is real.
Bro, I break up with somebody and I immediately start losing weight. Like, what's wrong?
Yo, I can't do. Oh, yo, yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, next time we do this, dog, we got to do it on video.
Oh yeah,
because people got to see our dumb faces, facial expressions that we made throughout the interviews, bro.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Yeah, man, without a doubt. Yeah, well, I hope people like it. I wonder how many people gonna hate this. They gonna be like, yo, this shit is stupid. Who are these two guys? Someone on the podcast being regular motherfuckers, talking like they know each other, talking about what are you talking about? like fuck you,
just ramble.
Right, fuck you. I love doing this podcast shit. All right, it's my passion.
Cheer.
For real, I really do this. This is not fake. I'm not doing this for money. I'm definitely ain't doing this shit for fame. So I do not want to be famous at all. I'm doing this shit because I thoroughly enjoy it, and I want to help further the crypto space, and I want to have interesting topics with a little bit of everybody. People I have to sit up straight with, and people I can talk to, and motherfucking wife beater. And no shoes on. All of the above. Can't wait till the day I record a podcast while I'm smoking a blunt. It's going to be amazing.
Hey.
It's like my milestone. So, nah, man. But real talk, man. I'm glad we jumped on the podcast, man, and we had this idea to do this episode. I think it was fun, bro. It was fun. It was dope.
Hell yeah. Shit, man. I can't wait till we can do this live in different places, man. Yeah. Go to Vegas, man.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Being on the strip, record off the strip.
Yeah, dog. We're going to have to do like some crazy shit. Like, we need to record an episode in the Grand Canyon. Like, just some shit that just doesn't seem possible. Like, yeah, we're recording an episode in the Eiffel Tower. Like, what? That is lit. I'm like, yeah.
That's how you know we made it.
That's how you know, yeah. When we doing shit like that, we made it. without a doubt. So,
yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Bonus episode. Appreciate everybody tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I am the Crypto Bully, Dennis, DJ's Never Ending Story, Crypto Until Infinity podcast. Both of us on the Bitcoin Podcast Network. Shout out to them too. Shout out to ECC. Sir. Have to shout them out. That's who got me started. Just so y'all know, for this particular episode, I'm actually going to be putting a link to the show notes in the description to make sure y'all have access to the charts that we pointed out, articles and different stuff like that. So know that that's coming. And yeah, just me and the homie gonna collab again in the future too. Except next time it's gonna be video, so y'all really gonna be probably laughing your ass off. You've been looking at us like, what the fuck? But yeah, so. Hello. See, look, right?
Shit. I mean, I ain't know if I was supposed to say something.
No.
Shout out my web link.
I'm finishing up. I'm trying to do the closing remarks, and the connection is, acting funny again. Like, you cut out for a minute. See,
shit.
Like, it's the end of the. They trying to hate at the end of the conversation. Yeah, y'all late. Should have did it like you did it earlier. Cut it off in the middle.
Right.
Oh man, but all right. But yeah, that's it, man. Cut. Ends. I wish I had one of those movie things where you just.
Oh yeah.
Fire. But yeah, so yeah, that's it. All right, everybody. Bye. See y'all later. Next episode.
Get the hell out.
I'm out.